So we define it as a loss in the homeostasis, so the balance of the ocular surface and tear film. So our eyes have been designed with a transparent window, what we call the cornea, on the front of the eye. But to be transparent, it can't have any blood vessels, which is why you can see the blood vessels going over the white of your eye and then they stop at the transparent part. Because obviously if the blood vessels went in, then you wouldn't see through them, and also that the tissue would no longer be clear. So we need a solution to things like nutrition. How do you get nutrition to those cells on the front of the eye? That comes from your tear film. You also need to keep a very careful balance of hydration to keep those cells clear. And again, that comes from our tear film. And also being exposed to the outside world, it needs protection such as your sort of antimicrobial agents that are also in your tear film. So essentially the tear film is there to provide all of that and a smooth optical surface. If we just had the cornea and no tear film, actually your vision wouldn't be very good. So this very carefully balanced solution and the production of that, the distribution of that over the surface, and then how it leaves our eye down into your nose is that careful balance. And things that disrupt that balance, and that could be, environmental factors, it could be systemic disease, it could be the medications that you're on, cause this disruption. Now, we call it dry eye because the majority of people, their symptoms are about dryness. But actually, there are other people who their symptoms are wetness. And we still call it dry eye. But essentially, because the surface has become damaged and simulated, that can actually cause what we call reflex tearing. So the sort of tearing you get when you cry, where the system is trying to restore that water, but because it's just from one of the glands and not balanced, it doesn't actually provide that relief that ideally we would like.